Good morning. It's Sunday morning. Well, I don't know how morning it is anymore, but so yesterday was Saturday. There was like a really long week at work, really tiring. So I did nothing yesterday, or as in like I stayed home. And where am I going with this? Yeah, so I did laundry yesterday and that's it. So right now I have to go run some errands, like a must. Like I need some food and that. So I put a t-shirt on, threw on some leggings, did not do my hair. I smoothed it out with my hands. And then I ran some texture spray in it. But guys, I had to tear myself away. I just started watching Into the Badlands. It's on Netflix right now. It's an AMC show. It is like the culmination of my childhood dreams right now. It's set in, I don't know, I get the feeling like it's set out like in the Western territories of the US, but it could be anywhere. I should probably look that up since I'm just like making this up right now. My garage opener is not wanting to work any. Crap. Right, so if you are like me and you grew up watching Chinese serials and there's like martial arts and there's like warlords and stuff like that, oh, you will love the show. It's like you got your hot Chinese lead and you have like warlords and barons and they're like, you know, fighting for land and territories, and there's like women, but like all these women are like so badass. Like it's I just love it. I'm just like, this is like my childhood, watching like Chinese serials but with also white people. I mean, that is kind of my environment. It's like the Asians. There's like one or two, three, four, maybe four Asian families that I knew of. And then like all white kids growing up. Now my area is so much more diverse, which I'm like really happy about, but whatever. Into the Badlands. If you have Netflix, watch it. Or if you have cable and you have AMC, I'm sure you've already heard of it. Like there's so many shows I don't even know about until something hits Hulu or Netflix because I don't have cable. Okay, so we look slightly better now because I had this plan of running the errands and coming home and basically just watching Into the Badlands until bedtime. But my dad's birthday's on Tuesday. Today is Sunday, so we're doing sushi tonight. Okay, so last week's sunglasses, I showed you guys those two from Kenneth Cole. I hope you guys pick them up if you like them because they were really inexpensive, like 25 bucks. I might return both. I still have them. It always takes me a while to return like Nordstrom Rack things because it's a little further away from me, like both the locations. But I couldn't decide which pair to keep because I feel like whenever I show them people, including you guys are like the mirrored ones, or like the rainbow ones, right? But when and even like my mom, my brother, they're like the rainbow ones. So I wore them out one day and I kept catching myself like in the mirror and I just didn't like the look. Like it just didn't appeal to me. And when I was watching the vlog where I was showing both of them to you guys, I preferred the gunmetal. So I think I'm just gonna send them both back, like return them both. It's like 50 bucks. I do have a pair of Givenchy glasses coming in from Rue La La, so we'll see if I like those. They are returnable, so I don't know. They said they were 60 millimeter lenses, so hopefully they're like these oversized green kind of vibe. Let's see. I really hope they're cute because I don't have any glasses like that. Some Chinese things. We have, I think these are like sesame, how do you explain it? They're like rice glutinous balls, and there's like sesame in them, and these also have walnut. And you just kind of boil them. These, I showed you these before, I think it was during like the Moon Festival, and they still had some. They expire like, I don't know, next month, but whatever, they're delicious. You have like your standard kind of lotus seed paste with like an egg, and then the outside is a taro pastry. Found more of these crispy rolls. This is by the brand Yuki and Love. It's made by Taiwan though still. These things are so good. I've been seeing these a lot. It's not like the first time, but I see more of them at the stores now, and they're like ramen type snacks. And this is like a little bar, and then it has like seaweed flavor. It's really good. Walmart haul. We have these things were, I don't know, there's like $1 on the Ibotta app. These are dog treats. They smell so good. So I mean, there's a discount, so I try them out, but they are, I mean, I'm assuming they're delicious. They smell amazing. Some like wet food, just to mix in with his dry food, you know, as a treat for dinner. Okay, finally trying the Coty Airspun. I have the shade Naturally Neutral. I mean, I have very high hopes. I am super excited about this. I have 2 of the Kiss glues. I really think that they're marked the wrong price at mine because they're $2.98 at mine, and everywhere at my Walmart. Everywhere else that I go, they're over $5. So I bought 2 just in case they decide to realize that. I got another one of these Trolley Twisted. I had them in another, like a bit of a candy vlog. These are, I don't know, are they really good? Because I'm just like, I had them and I was just so addicted to them. Like I kept wanting more. Doritos. Some laundry things. Okay, finally trying out Woolite for Darks. We have the Lavender Downy Infusions for the fabric softener. I thought I was gonna really like the amber one, but I was like sniffing for forever and this one kind of smelled more better. Also, I used to get the honey flower one. Do they not make that anymore? Because I used to see it at Costco. And this was at Walmart. Oh, that smells the most amazing. And then just some dryer sheets. I just got the Walmart brand. Okay, so let me know what you guys are into as far as like scents for your fabric softener because I'm very interested. Okay, good morning. So last vlog, we talked about skincare. Skincare is easy, it's short. Makeup. I wanted to start talking about makeup again. Now the thing is, this is like a 10th of what I'm like just been playing with and loving. I've been like so into makeup lately, buying it, trying it out, drugstore, high-end, luxury. Like the thing with like, I don't know if you guys have noticed with the way I purchase makeup, it's not necessarily like the newest or trendiest thing. It's just kind of like what I'm feeling at the moment. I would say the most trendy thing I picked up is probably the Anastasia Soft Glam. I picked up the bronzers, I picked up the highlighter. Like that whole, everything that was just released, I pretty much grabbed, and I do love a lot of it. But I'm not really gonna talk about it because, I mean, everyone's talking about it, so I mean, it's good. If you like that kind of thing, it's good. Bronzers are great, the highlighter's amazing, and the eyeshadow palette is like this neutral, rosy, slightly warm kind of vibe. No bronze tones. That's my personal take on that. So if you're looking for bronze tones, you need to go into another palette. Okay. So let's talk about the obvious thing though, these lashes. I haven't done like a really full on like eye look in a really long time. And these are by Pure. Hold on, what are they called? They are called, they're their Pro Eyelashes 3D Silk Cruelty Free. Okay. I don't know what kind of a silk polymer they use or what generally is used for silk eyelashes, but they feel so soft. Like these are clearly very, very dramatic eyelashes. And I think the way that my eye is shaped, this one looks more like flipped up, but when I move, then you can see how like the dimension of this one. So when they market these as 3D lashes, they really are 3-dimensional. Like as you move, they look better. I think my eyelid here is like, how do I say it? Like it's more curved. So this lash kind of flips up more, whereas this eye is a little more elongated. So you get a more like, I don't know what you want to call it, like a, not swift, but a more soft looking lash on this side of my eye. And then it's my eyes, guys, it's not the lashes, but for a lash to be this dramatic and feel so lightweight is just crazy. Also, the 3D aspect of it. When let me see if I can get close enough. When I move, you can see that there's like there's like tiers of lashes. I wanna say there's like 2.5 kind of tiers of lashes. So like there's like your first layer and there's like another slightly thinner layer that kind of like sits on top of it. They're really pretty. It's as if you stacked the lashes, but they're stacked like perfectly. So they look really not like heavy. Oh, they're so beautiful. Their packaging here, also really cute. I showed these to you in a vlog, I want to say 2 vlogs ago maybe, just to show you because I like ran my finger across them so you could see how like there's so much movement. They're so pretty. I can't do this on the daily, like to work. I mean, I could. No one would probably say anything, not to my face, but they're really beautiful and dramatic and they're like weightless. And the name of the lashes is Jet Setter. There's two other ones that I kind of want to try. I think it's Socialite and Bombshell. And these for pricing, I believe, is $14, which is a really, really great price for lashes. As far as ones that are like this, not like drugstore level. I can't believe I was this close to the camera before, but I think I just really wanted you to see the lashes. Okay, anyway. So moving on with more eye things. Next is a shadow from Apu, I think is how you pronounce it. I think this is either a diffusion line of Misha or it's like another brand that Misha is putting out. I'm sure it's been out for quite some time because I bought a lot of stuff from them, but it's the Jelly Pong eyeshadow and I believe it's the shade 3. There's only 3 shades in this line and this is kind of a soft cream shadow and it just looks amazing. Hold on, wherever you put it, like on the lid, on the lower lash line, it just blends so easily. It has a slight sheen to it that makes it super, super blendable. I don't know, it's like suspended gel vibes. Not like ColourPop. ColourPop I feel like is quite soft compared to this. This has a little more like, I feel it can withstand a little more pressure. Like with ColourPop, I feel like when you press into it, it might come back up a little bit, but not very much. Whereas this one is just, this one is better. I prefer this. I just put in a Yes Style order that it should be coming in like the first couple weeks of April. I'm really excited. I have picked up so many like single shadows. Okay. Guys, I have been wanting to talk about makeup for so long. I'm sorry, I'm like lisping and like talking, whatever. Guys, I've been wanting to talk about makeup for so long. I'm like so excited in this video. So if I seem overly excited, that's why. Okay, might as well just pull these things down. Okay. Then Pixie sent over this huge package. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen it on social media. A lot of people receive this like Pixie PR packet with like the collabs with Chloe Morello, I think Whaley, and Dulce Candy. I'm gonna show you guys the whole like package in the next vlog, but this is what I've been using a lot. I've had the package for about a week or two, I think. This I believe, oh, this is Cafe Con Dulce Sweet Glow. I actually think maybe face palette makes more sense because of like these pink tones, but I have just been delving into this. Now when you use this as a highlighter palette, it's beautiful. I'm guessing anyone of any skin tone can come into this palette and find something that they like, but I have just been using this row a lot for eyeshadows and then this row a lot for eyeshadows because you guys know I'm not a pink girl, but I have played with them. Like I'll use it in the inner corner. These look like they might be super, super pigmented, but they are in fact kind of like a sheer to medium shade range. So like this one, the darkest one, still really like soft. This one is more of like a rose gold. This is what I have on the lids blended in today. Now these are like very intense swatches because these are very pigmented and very metallic. When you go in with like say a fluffier brush, what I do is I'll use my Jelly Pong eyeshadow in the crease and on the lower lash line, and then I'll pick any one of these and just like blend it onto my lid, and it's just diffused and shimmery and beautiful. If you are like, I need like a really great bronzy, glowy, metallic-y, shimmery, like summer palette, go for this. Nothing here is matte, so like don't be like thinking this is gonna do everything for you, but it will absolutely give you the most beautiful glowing skin. It'll give you those beautiful shimmery eyes. Love. My armpit fat showing through the shirt, maybe. Okay, also it's really bright outside today, so I'm sitting as far away from the window as I possibly can, but it's still probably pretty bright. Okay, eyeliners. This one I've talked about before. It's the Sephora Fine Line. I use this to kind of draw in lashes on the lower lash line today because I had to pull the smoke down a little lower to kind of match the lashes, and because of that, regular mascara doesn't cut it, so I kind of had to draw in some lashes just to give it a little more of like a proportion match balance situation. So that's what we did there for the bottom lashes. For the top liner, I have been loving this. It's the DHC Liquid Eyeliner EX Perfect Pro Makeup. It is made in Japan. It is a brush tip. What I really love about this is if you look at the cap, it has like this thing right here, so that when you go to put your brush in, you can hit that first before you snap it. I feel like a lot of liquid eyeliners, when you go to place your brush back into the cap, sometimes you end up hitting the cap and it kind of frays your brush. But with this one, you can actually see it and then press it in. I have noticed a lot of other caps have this thing located on the inside, but because you don't see it, you're still probably gonna get it
not necessarily exactly in the center, whereas this one, because you see it, it snaps perfectly. I love those like small details. Okay, but back to the function. It is incredibly black, incredibly fluid. Ooh, what is this? Oh, has that been on there the whole time? What is this? Anyway, so I don't know if you guys are avid eBay people, but I am, and I feel like lately there's been so many promotions. They'll be like for a day or maybe like 3 days, but it's like 15% off, 20% off. So I always kind of have like a running watch list for eBay, and I always keep a lot of like Korean and Japanese type cosmetics and makeup and skincare type things in there. So whenever they do these promotions, then I can get like an even better discount of things I want to try. And this was on there, and I'm so happy I got it. I'll link below the seller I bought it from. I think this was around $10, which makes it an excellent deal. My preference overall, from what I've seen and everything I've tried, is that I really like the Made in Japan liquid eyeliners. They seem to be the most fluid. The brushes seem to just be like superior. I know like when you look at things, it looks very similar, but when you use them, there's, I think, a difference, and it's superior performance. The foundation I'm using today is the Dull 10 Hydrolux Smoothing Foundation. First of all, packaging, beautiful. They have been doing this kind of like nude tone makeup packaging for a long time. So let's not say like, I feel like this is so, like everyone's been doing this lately, like the Gigi Hadid collection. Kim KW always does like her stuff that way, but Dull 10 has been doing this kind of packaging for a really long time. Anyway, I love this foundation. It's super lightweight. I think every skin type can wear this, because I have found that when I use a beauty blender or beauty sponge, I get a very like dewy look. And then when I use a brush, I get a more like satiny look. So I don't know what it is about the way this is formulated, but like it kind of can give two different finishes. It's very interesting. It's very like watery, which I love, because then, I don't know, I always feel like watery foundations, like very, very liquidy foundations that have a little more pigment, look better and are easier to work with, and they don't cake up as much. I have it on today. I used a stipple brush first, and that kind of made it more matte looking, but then I went over it with a beauty blender, and it brought back some of like the kind of glowy skin look of it. So, and I don't have any highlighter on today. I only have the highlighter down the center of my nose and the inner corners of my eyes. So the rest of it is just like my natural like skin with this. And then for powder, I only powdered the under eyes, and that was the La Mer pressed powder, which is also amazing, and I showed you guys that earlier. But this is just by itself. I didn't even powder it today because it's not really necessary, but I love it. I have the shade Light. They also sent me like a whole bunch of other stuff that I want to talk about, but this is the stuff that I've been loving the most. The eyeliners are really great. I really like the like lip duo. Anyway, we'll get into that next vlog. Also, 2 complexion products I wanted to talk about. The first is from Supergoop. It's their Daily Crack CC Cream. It's SPF 35. I've been really trying to get into like SPF. I bought their SPF oil. Jenna Dewan Tatum has a YouTube channel, and she was talking about these like SPF drops that she puts into her skincare, and I looked it up. It's like almost $200, and I was just like, ugh, I would really love to get that, but I cannot get that right now. So Supergoop does like sunscreen oil, and it just looked really good. So I bought that off of Urban Outfitters when they were doing like a beauty like promotion, and I got this too, and this is really good. The thing with this is when I put it on like one layer, I'm sorry, my little baby hair fuzzies are like driving me crazy. When I put on one layer, it's really pretty and I really like it, but it's like sheer coverage. Like it evens out my skin tone, but I can still see like the pinkness on my cheeks. So then I go in for a second layer, and then it's like medium coverage, which is like ideally what I prefer. But the problem is I can feel it. Something like this, it's like a CC cream, like an actual cream, and I can feel it on my skin, and I don't like it. And then if I leave it be, it's fine, but I still feel it. If I powder it, then it starts to look a little like I can see more texture on my skin, which I don't like. So I was like, I'll just keep using this. Maybe in the summer it'll look better. But then I picked up the Derma Blend Flawless Creator. I have the shade 30N, and like I said, I'm an NC25. I have been doing like a drop of this, like a little squeeze of this, and then 1 drop of this, and then I'm good to go. Then I get like what I like. So to talk about this more, This I like better than the Cover FX. This seems like I'm like slamming Cover FX in this video, but it's totally not the case. The thing with pigments is whenever I see people use this directly as their foundation, I feel like it looks really great on camera, but I'm positive it can't possibly look that good in person because the way pigments work is it's just pigment. There's nothing in there where it's suspended, like a silicone or something that's gonna like have it adhere to the skin. I always find that pigments look good from far away, but when you get up close, you can see it sink into every single line and crevice because there's nothing to hold the pigment on top of your skin. It's just like sinking in. Like, you know when you like do test swatches of foundation or concealer on your hand? I mean, that's where I always do it to see if it like falls into the cracks or if it looks dry. This always does it, but I mean, they're made to be mixed. So, I mean, obviously it's gonna perform better, but I do like this better than the Cover FX. I feel like they're a little more lightweight. Also, in the Cover FX range, even though they have so many shades, it's been so difficult for me to find a shade that I like. And then this just kind of works really well for me. It's kind of more of a neutral, like neutral to warm. There's no pink in here. So yeah, recommend. Okay, more on Dermablend. I actually picked this up first before I picked up the Flawless Creator. This is their Smooth Liquid Camo, medium coverage concealer. I would say medium to full for me. I have the shade medium, which I use under my eyes. And then after I love this so much, I went and picked up the next shade up, which is Tan. Tan is slightly darker than Ginger from NARS, I would say. And then this is probably a combination of Custard and Ginger. So if you've been kind of liking those concealers, this is like a really good range if you're like in that tone family. But they also have less colors. This is such a tiny, not tiny, thin formula, but there's so much pigment and I love it so much. So I was originally just using like medium under the eyes, but then this has a little more like peachy orange in it, the tan. So I started using this on the inner corner where I'm the darkest and I like layer this over it. Now you guys know when I find a concealer I love, I want to use it as foundation. Like Tarte Shape Tape concealer as foundation is beautiful. This is, because that felt more creamy, the Tarte, and same with the NARS. These feel more like liquid, and I have it under the eyes today. I feel like I'm not doing much today, so I don't know if I want to keep this look on. I might take all my makeup off and try these out as foundation because I have a feeling it's going to be amazing. So yeah, on a Dermablend kick. I picked some stuff up from Lovely Skin and they had like a free gift. It was like their Dermablend, like the loose powder as well as like a makeup remover, which I haven't tried yet, but I'm kind of really into like the powders I'm using now, so I don't know if I'm gonna like venture and try that yet. Lastly, we're gonna talk about lips. I have this Clarins Instant Light Lip Balm Perfector. I have this in the shade Hot Pink and I have it on the lips now. Now, hot pink sounds like very intense, right? And it can be, but it's a balm. So like, even though like when you swatch it, it looks intense, when you put it on your lips, it's not gonna, it kind of like, you know, sheer balms away. So I have this on, I usually put it on like that and then I tap it in. This smells amazing. If you are familiar with Clarins lip products, you will know that it smells like a vanilla-y, but like almost cake-like. And then it feels like a lip balm, guys. This is like my favorite kind of lip product overall, because if you can't have a lipstick and you can't have a gloss, these are the best things. It's similar to like a YSL Rouge Volupte. Givenchy does something like this, kind of where it's like a balm. This price is so much better and the packaging feels so nice and heavy. You've got this gold cap. I already have nude and rosewood. No, coral and rosewood in my cart. Depending on who does the sale first, whether it's Sephora doing their VIB or Ulta doing a 20% off coupon, whoever does a promotion, I'm picking those two colors up because I love this so much. It just feels like a lip balm with a little bit of color. Like, beautiful, right? Next up, Grande Lips. I have been talking about this in at least 2 or 3 vlogs prior to this. I just haven't showed it to you yet. This is a trio. I have the clear one in here. It's called the Instant Hydrating Lip Plumper Trio. And it's the, oh, there's just called the Hydrating Lip Plumper. I have clear in here. I didn't pull clear because I obviously want to play with the colorful ones. The packaging is beautiful. It's like this brushed rose gold. And then my favorite part is this. This is like, I believe, maybe a silicone tip. And usually when you imagine like tips that look like this, they're plastic and they feel really hard and it feels like it's just pushing lip product all over your, like, not where you want it. This one is in the shade Sun-Baked Sedona. Is it? Oh, I don't think they put the colors on. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna do swatches and I'm gonna put one on so you guys can actually see. Because you guys, this girl does not need lip plumpers. However, I really, really like these because they're not painful. The applicator is so nice. So because it's like this more silicone-y feel, when you apply it to your lips, it moves with your lips. So it's not just like smearing product on top, it's actually like helping you blend into your lips. So Spicy Mauve on top and Sun-Baked Sedona on the bottom. I'm gonna do the nude one. So I'm gonna apply it. First of all, smoothest gloss ever. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep talking. We're just gonna see if the lips look bigger because I promise you they will. The first time I used one of these, I had applied like a lip balm and then I applied my lip liner and then I went to apply this gloss. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And then I started doing like other parts of makeup. I was probably doing like my bronzer, my highlight, powder, that kind of thing. And after like a few minutes, I was like, I like caught a glimpse of like my lips and I was kind of like, oh my God, because I had used only lip liner and like a little bit of lip balm. My lip line was like way past because I don't overdraw like my lips. So when I was noticing, I was like, what did I do? The gloss had actually plumped my lips and it had pushed my lip liner like past my lip line and I looked crazy. But now that I know that it works like that, like I can feel a very slight tingle. It's like if you were like brushing your teeth and you get like toothpaste on your lips. It's by no means something that you can't handle. It just, it's the most perfect gloss as far as consistency goes. They're kind of all sheer, at least this little trio that I have. If there are darker colors, I'll link the whole like Sephora, you know, product page below so you can see all the shades. But it's just, I love it. Do you see it? I feel like my lips look bigger, like more plumped. Do you see? Like I really, and I can feel it, but it's very subtle. Like you're not gonna have like these huge lips after, but I would say if you could measure it, you would, or when you get these, just do the thing that I did accidentally. It's like draw your lip line, put this gloss on, and then see if that line moves, because I promise you it will. Ooh, so good. And the scent is like just a little minty. A little minty, it's like if cinnamon and mint had a baby and it was like a very like light scent. Anyway, I love these. Highly recommend. If you're looking for like a gentle plump. Oh my God, do you guys see? I really feel like I can feel it and I can see it on camera. Okay, anyway, that is it for this vlog. I know we talked about a lot of makeup, but there's just so much I want to share with you. Hopefully in the next few vlogs I will get through everything. There's just so many things that I'm like been loving. My lips look so good. They look amazing. All right, I will talk to you guys soon.